Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Glassmith podcast. My name's Keller, this is Clara, and this week we have a very special guest joining us.
No, the SPARKS.
Oh my god, thank you so much for coming.
Welcome, friends.
Excited to be here.
Thank you. Tell us about yourself. Oh my gosh.
Well, I have been a drag queen now for about 3 years. Wow, that's a long time actually. So about 3 years. I started out in Dallas. I moved down here in August of 2022, I think. Okay. And just been doing drag down here ever since, and then I stumbled upon you guys.
Oh,
my favorites.
How did you first get into drag? Especially you were in Dallas when you started.
Yes.
How did you find a community or officially get into?
So in my opinion, finding a community is kind of hard when it comes to drag because yes, they're everywhere, but the big thing is that you don't have the support system in the communities that you need. So they're always hard. You can get into a community. It's very easy. It's just finding the right community that has the support system that's going to build you up, which I didn't find at first in Dallas until a couple months before I moved.
Really?
Can I add to that question a little bit? So you said 3 years. That was 2021. I feel like COVID was still pretty bad at that point.
COVID was still a thing.
Did that, you run into any issues with...
COVID affected the drag scene so much because you went from... COVID affected everything. You look at the world the way it was before and the world it is now.
So different.
The number of people that come to bars now and stuff like that is incredibly less than what it was pre-COVID, and so part of that is the audience is there for us as much as we're there for them. We play off their energy. If you don't have the audience, you're not gonna have that great of a show because you don't have the energy to play off of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So how did you first get into drag in Dallas? Did you meet somebody and
I actually did. I met someone, her name was Selena Stone.
That's such a good name.
I know.
That's a really good name.
She does Selena impersonation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's great. It's cute. It's wonderful. But I met her one time. I think I went out and watched a drag show with one of my friends and just fell in love. Just watched a drag show and just was like, this is definitely something I want to spend the rest of my life wasting my money on. Absolutely. But so I met up with them and they got me started, helped me out. And so, that was the one person that I could rely on. But at the same time, it's drag. You can only rely on yourself.
So, in Austin, I know that you are really close with girls like Tiffany Epiphany or Stella Thrush, and you said that you have a drag mother, right? Mm-hmm. So how do you find a drag mother or you also have a drag?
I have a drag mother. I have a drag auntie too.
Oh, okay.
So finding a drag family is all about just going out and participating in the community and being seen as being out there in the community. So, the best thing you can do is go to any shows possible, and then they'll start looking around and they'll be like, I want you part of my house, or you'll start being friends with someone, and then it'll progress upon there, and then they adopt you, essentially.
Interesting. So you get kind of sorted into a family, pretty much.
It's like the Hogwarts of drag. You get sorted into a house.
Do you feel like all different types of houses or families have different personalities?
Oh yes, 100%.
What would you say your family's personality type is?
Crazy, dark, and mysterious.
Ooh.
We're the house of murder. So like we are
Wait.
crazy. Yeah.
Wait, like what?
Right?
What do you mean by that?
This sweet little Nova Sparks house of murder.
I want to sign up for that house. Like, I want to go to that house.
Right? It's like, where do I sign up? Check, please.
Thinking back to the performances that I've seen from you, I can feel that vibe. I can see your vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I try to like put forward as much energy and like representation as I can into my performances, because like Nova Sparks is crazy. She's dumb, she's stupid, you don't know what to expect when she gets up on stage, but you know you're going to have a great time. Somebody might end up dying. It might be Nova Sparks.
House of
Who
Murder.
knows?
House of
Living
Murder.
up to the name.
Why do you think it got its name? No, I'm just kidding.
she slays.
She slays.
In case anybody is watching and there's a murder on the 17th, it wasn't Nova Sparks,
It
guys.
wasn't
It
for
wasn't
real.
Nova Sparks.
It wasn't me. I wasn't there. My doppelganger was there.
Okay, so do you have like set songs that you go to when you perform?
Not really.
Really?
I tend to kind of mix it up and do all different sorts of songs, because I don't want to be known as, oh, this is the girl that performs It's Raining Men or something like that, even though it's a really good song. Don't get me wrong. But
Ooh, okay.
I like mixing it up all the time.
Okay, what are some of your favorite like songs that you have performed in the past? That you're like, I wouldn't mind doing it like once or twice more.
Fergalicious,
Oh,
obviously.
that's a
really
that's
good
a
one.
classic. Fergalicious, Love Story by Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Classic. Everyone loves a good love story. I mean, there's a lot, like Ariana Grande songs, like you name it. I've probably performed it, and I probably would perform it again. It's just I like to give a bit of variety.
Yeah. Okay. So you like to give like a little bit of like, okay, let's do like some pop music, and then let's do like a little bit slower. Lady Gaga, that would
Lady
be on my
Gaga,
like. that would be
yes,
on my
Poker
list.
Face,
Poker Face, Paparazzi.
Paparazzi,
So
Bad
good.
Romance, yeah.
So good, so good. Do you draw from like any celebrities, like for looks wise, whenever you think about like makeup or hair?
Hair. This hair was not made by me. This hair was made by my friend Kiki.
I love the hair.
Oh my gosh, yes. She took a ratty wig and turned it into something gorgeous. But as for drawing inspiration from other queens or anyone, I don't really think that I do. I feel like maybe if you were to look at other pictures, maybe I've picked up on little stuff from other queens. But for the most part, I feel like I've created a unique look and a unique thing that's just Nova Sparks that you can't find anywhere else.
Speaking of
I
just
love
Nova
that.
Sparks, how did you get the name Nova Sparks?
Yes.
Like, how did
Tell
that come
us,
to
what
fruition?
is-
I wanna
yes.
know.
Okay, so when I first debuted in drag, I was Silky Ambrosia Moon.
Silky Ambrosia.
I was
Moon.
Silky Ambrosia Moon.
That kind of sounds like one of those things. Did y'all ever play like Wizard 101 growing up?
Yes.
And you would get like one of those
Yes!
names
I
that
love
would come up
Wizard
with like
101.
Silky Ambrosia Moon.
I loved Wizard 101. So yeah, so that was my name at first, and I got sick and tired of having to repeat myself because people couldn't understand it in a loud
It's
club.
long.
And so I was going through names. My niece's name is Nova. And so I was like, Nova's a cute name though. So I picked Nova, and then I just Googled drag last names, and Sparks. I was like, Nova Sparks. I like
That
that.
has a good ring.
That-
Like,
yeah,
it
it rolls off
had
the tongue.
It had a ring to it, and just
Mhm.
since then, I just picked it up, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Nova Sparks. Nice to meet you."
That's so
I
cool.
love that.
That's so cool. Because, like, Childish Gambino, for fun fact, he got his name because he did, like, a Wu-Tang Clan name generator. Because I was
Really?
like, yeah, I was like, okay, like, if I had to create a fake alias name for myself, like, Nova Sparks flows so nicely. Like, I couldn't imagine any other name. But,
Yeah.
like, or, like, Tiffany Epiphany, like, that's so good. I was thinking about it, and I was like, how do you come up with these names?
You just think of it. Like honestly, a lot of people will come up with like puns or silly like play on words like
Oh.
Anita Joint. That's
So
not a real drag
right.
queen's name, but I've thought about
That-
that. But Anita something is a drag like
Mm-hmm.
like,
It's a really common.
I need a yeah because it sounds like I need a yeah. So I mean they do that a lot. Like I have I have a friend, her name is Shatanya Face.
That's a good one.
know,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Right? So, like, they just come up with, it's just something off the top of your head or something you've really thought about. For me, it was just grabbing my niece's name and, mine now.
Yeah, that's so nice. That's so nice. I love that. How long? So, like, just because we were talking about your hair, you said she turned a ratty old wig into that. Did she dye it? Like, what is the process?
So
Getting
this wig was, like, I had straightened it and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, whenever you do that, you have to recurl it.
Oh.
And then wait for it to cool down, which recurling a synthetic wig requires a steamer. And you have to steam the hair in the curlers and then wait till it cools down completely. Because synthetic hair is plastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plastic's malleable with heat. So, and then it hardens back up into its shape and retains the curls. So then you have to brush it out and then tease it up. And I mean, tease a lot.
Yeah, your hair.
It's a brick.
Like,
She is not going nowhere.
Like, I want to get a ruler out just to see how many, like, inches it
Yeah.
is. Because I feel like that's so high, but it looks so good.
It's so, yeah.
I love this
the
wig. Like, when
waves.
she made it, I was like, oh.
Did you tell her, like, what cut, like, whatever you, wait, so when you first got the wig, it was this color?
Yes.
Okay. That is such a good color combo.
I
Did you
know.
know that you wanted, like, the pink and the purple together? Or
I
was
actually
it
got
kind
given this wig by a drag queen, Bridget Bandit.
Oh, I love Bridget. I think that she has performed.
Yeah.
Right?
Or
Yeah.
not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Okay.
Eventually I'll get her. She's always so busy. But yeah, she gave me this wig a couple months after I got down here, so.
That's so nice. Is that, like, common in the community? You know, like, queen?
No.
No?
No, not to give wigs away. The only reason she did it was to be nice.
So you said that it's kind of like a cutthroat type industry, like everybody's out for themselves.
Yep.
So do you find that it's hard because it's also like the people that really understand you too not at the end of the day, but like somebody that also kind of shares your passion and like your love for entertaining, that it's like people that you want to be friends with, but also it's such a cutthroat industry that it's really hard to be like, okay, let's be like
really,
BFFs.
really close friends
Yeah.
with them. Yeah, like I love Tiffany Epiphany, and I love Stella Thrush and all that, but I couldn't be close friends with another drag queen, especially because like they're not so much competition to me, but like they are at the same time.
Is it because you guys are, like, going out to, like, the same shows, or y'all are performing at the same venues, and it is, like...
That's the big thing, is we're all performing at, like, the same venues, the same shows and stuff like that. And so, like, I feel the need to, like, step it up a little bit to kind of try and overdo them.
So do you feel like it's kind of, like, healthy competition in that way? Because you are, like... quote-unquote competing, but like you said, you're stepping it up to like a different level because it's like, oh, I can perform even better and better.
I definitely think it's 100% healthy competition. Like, it's natural when you're in a setting like that to have that kind of like urge to be better than everyone else. So, I mean, it's not detrimental in the long run. The detrimental part is the shade that gets thrown.
Really? Just from, like, everybody...
Because, like, drag nowadays, like, they used to throw shade, and throwing shade meant, like, reading someone, like, could have wore something other than white today. Like, something like that. But nowadays, it's turned into, ooh, who did your makeup? Because it's, like, it's turned into, like, hate.
Yeah, like, really, like, malicious
it's no longer
hurting.
fun.
Yeah.
It's no longer fun and jokes. It's now someone else getting a laugh at someone else's expense.
Yeah.
And it's not right.
Do you think that the community would ever, like, go back to that way of it being, like, kind of, like, harmless, like,
I think
banter, witty banter back and forth, you know?
I think if they do, they have a lot of work to do and a long way to go before they're even ready to start getting back into how it used to be.
How has drag changed over the years since you've been a part of this community?
Well,
Like, has it, like, in the 3 years?
then a lot's happened in the 3 years that I've been a drag queen. I mean, when I started drag, there was not band drag shows and stuff like that. You didn't hear about that until like a year or so later, whenever, I don't remember what happened, but one bad apple, it unfortunately ruined the whole barrel is what happened. But, like, I feel like drag has slowly started to take a decline because of how much hate and just people just looking at us like we're the scum of the earth, or we're somebody who is mentally insane because we like to dress up. I do this for fun. This is theatrical for me. I don't do this for anything else.
Well, and I feel like that's got to be really tough, right? To like hear and see all of these things of, gotta, keep this away from the kids. You wouldn't want them to get that message of what, like, isn't that the point of drag? Like, be who you want to be, express yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
it is all about expressing yourself, being who you want to be.
In general, in reference to something that's, kind of caused hate to come your way. Like, that's got to be really frustrating for your message to just not be heard. Especially when you look so beautiful.
My message is not heard a lot, but you know what? Now it is. You can't ignore me.
Nobody ever wants to.
Oh, thank you. Stroke that ego.
So since you brought it up, I know that we are in Texas, which is not a very probably safe, welcoming space for drag queens. And I just wanted to ask you about like the hardships and the fear that you probably go through on a daily basis of even just like if we went out to like even 6th Street or maybe even 4th Street tonight, which is like the gay bars in Austin, that you would probably get really malicious and mean comments or hate or just like looks. And so I just wanted to talk about, bring it up so that you're able to talk about it in
it's hard. Space. It's hard to be a drag queen in Texas, just in general, and much less Austin. I mean, I grew up in East Texas. I grew up in the Bible-thumping part of Texas, where if it's not Christianity, it's not right. And so being a drag queen is already contradiction to, Lord knows, I don't know how many rules or laws or something commandments that I've broken at this point. But living in Texas and seeing how we're having to battle for our basic rights to literally just live our life and enjoy what we're doing, and I do this is also a job for me. Like, I get paid to perform for people and stuff like that. So it affects a job, but it also affects my mental health. I get extremely happy. I feel so amazing. I don't worry about anything when I'm in drag, because I'm I get to entertain all these people. I get to make people smile and have a good time. And then you look at what Texas has tried to do in the past, and what I fear they may try and do again is try and ban us because we don't fit into their stereotype, their conservative, their Bible thumping conservative ways.
Yeah. So do you feel like it's a lot different in Austin versus even just Dallas? The community and how much support you get?
Yes. In Dallas, I did not have the support system that I have down here in Austin. But, I mean, they both have their issues. They both have their small, big city, small mind mentality.
Yeah.
And so, they're a close-knit group, and if you're not part of that group, then they don't want you. They don't want anything to do with you. And it's the same way here in Austin. But you have these show hosts that, if you are not part of their inner circle, you will never see a show with them. You will never be in a show with them.
So how do you break into that inner circle? How have these people broken into these inner circles? Is it just
drugs? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It might be, honestly. Let's be honest. With the gay community, we know drugs run rampant. It is what it is. But it's... I don't know what it is, because I tried to be a part of their community and their little tight-knit group, and they just wouldn't accept me. And you can only try so hard before you just get to the point where you're just like, okay, I'm kind of done.
Yeah, do you feel like it's hard because it's like, okay, like they aren't accepting of me and like my personality, and it's just like a hard thing to kind of go through?
It's like it's like you hit a brick wall. Like you have a great conversations, and then as soon as they learn a little bit about you, it's like you hit a brick wall and just everything stops.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's hard to get like onto a deeper level of friendship sometime?
Yeah.
With this community?
Yeah. Because of the stuff that I've gone through and the stuff that I've seen other people go through, absolutely.
And like you said, the fact that it always maybe kind of feels like a contest in some way. That
too. Like, when I first joined drag, like, I didn't want it to be a contest. I did it for fun. I did it because I could. But then, like, slowly over time, it became more and more of a contest. And I think that's hurt our community, too, is that we all view it as this contest or something that we have to be better than everyone else in. And it's, like, you don't have to do the same thing for everyone else. You can do your own thing and be good in it. Hence, Nova Sparks.
Hence, Nova Sparks, the one, the only.
The one, the only.
The queen, the icon.
Yes. She is the moment.
Do you feel like in drag with, like, I watch RuPaul's Drag Stars, guys.
Oh my god, I've been binging season 16.
I've not seen the last season.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say ever for some reason.
Have you seen the clips trending on TikTok?
Yes.
No, I've been avoiding...
I showed them to you, didn't I?
I've been avoiding TikTok for that reason in particular.
Oh my god, okay. Never mind, let me keep my mouth shut.
I saw, like, one of the very beginning, like, runway walks, the one where, I don't remember her name, but she's like, you think I'm a bitch?
Mirage, yes, that's...
I put your man on a leash. Because all men are dogs.
Oh my god, that sound lives rent free in my brain. I think about it at least.
I'm going to use it at the drag show. I will use it at the drag show.
I feel like I just got handed like a treat.
Yes, I have something to look forward to so much now. Oh my god, no. And that clip has caused her drag mother from season 15's talent show clip, Anitra, to start trending, which is also one of the most incredible, iconic, gorgeous things I have ever seen. So RuPaul's Drag Race season 15 and 16.
In my opinion, season 15 Anitra should have won.
I agree. But
don't get me wrong, Sasha Colby, if you ever see this, I love you. But you already had a fan base.
Oh.
If anyone from RuPaul's Drag Race is watching our podcast,
like, for real, I'm sorry. Please don't cancel me. I promise. I love you all.
Wait, okay, so do you feel like it's hard with, like, to be original sometimes because, like, certain moves have already been done or, like, like, it's a lot of, like, repetition or something like that?
Yeah, because, I mean, there's only so many ways you can do the splits.
I want to figure out every single way through a drag show.
Look, for real. But, like, so, yeah, I mean, there is a lot of repetition when it comes to it of doing the same stuff over and over again. Hence why we change up songs so much, because you change up songs, you change up routines, it looks completely different even though you're doing the same 4 count that you've done in every other number. So.
And it's like a workout too. Like, I feel like after
how do you
every
not look this good?
It's all the shows.
It's all the shows.
No, because I'm like, you are giving it your all out there. Like, you are lip syncing your life away.
In those shoes, too.
I work for that. Like, they're out in my car.
Ooh.
I should have put them on. Just click.
Click. So how do you find a good, like, drag outfit also? Like, what are you looking for with
any
outfits?
Favorite colors? Does Nova have a favorite color? Does she have...
I don't know if Nova has a favorite color. Because it, like, I know red looks really good on me when I wear it in an outfit. Mm-hmm. So, like, I figured, like, I know that works really good, but I don't know if Nova has, like, a special, like, a color that's her go-to all the time besides maybe black.
Okay.
Okay.
Universal, flattering.
Yeah. House of Murder, black.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with the House of Murder concept. Plus, I feel like if you, like, have this wig on and then black, it just makes it pop a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm really focused on, like, your makeup, like, your eye makeup. Also want to talk about
Well, it
makeup.
better be good.
It's good. I wanna ask about the processes, like, the process of getting into full drag. I want the makeup, the outfit, the hair. How long does it take?
The makeup is called painting, right?
Painting or like...
I hear people say that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's such a fun...
Paint a mug. Because we call this your mug.
Oh.
So it is like my stamp. So, like, the process of going through this, obviously, you have to shave because I'm a man and I have a hairy face. And I have eyebrows, but I shave them off. So, I don't glue down my eyebrows.
Okay.
Because I'm just like, I'm so sick and tired of gluing them down and they pop up. And everyone's like, oh, you don't do it right. You're supposed to do this and this. And I'm just like, no, my eyebrows just do not stay down. So I just shave them off and draw my eyebrows on.
That's
They
dedication.
look good.
Yeah.
They look really good.
Don't stare too closely. You might see imperfections.
And I think it's fun because you can change your eyebrows. Like,
Mhm.
every single show, you're able to change your eyebrows to a completely different look, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can always change them up. So, like, I don't have to stay the same. And so, like, after I shave, I'll put on, like, my moisturizer. And then I will put on my face primer. And then I will set my face with a setting powder before I put on anything else to help lock in that foundation so that foundation don't move.
She stays.
She
is staying on.
She stays. She doesn't have setting spray on right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it also, like, doesn't look cakey, heavy. It's not separating.
Thank the Lord, because it was separating earlier.
Really?
It was separating during whenever I was taking the pictures. And I was like, oh, I was like, it's okay. Photoshop is the best. So, but after I put my primer and stuff on, then I'll put my foundation on. And some queens will put foundation just here and then work on their eyes and their eyebrows and everything else and then put the rest of the foundation so you don't get any of the eyeshadow spilling down in here. I just put it all over my face. I'm just like, forget it.
I like it because, like, right now you have, like, a pink eye look, so it could, like, easily go into your blush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's easy, like, movable. Like, it's not, you're going to be super stressed out if you, like, fuck up the eyeshadow and some gets on your face.
Yep,
it's able to move.
That's why I chose to do pink, because pink's one of those things that if you mess it up a little bit, you just put a little bit of extra blush over top of it. Nobody will know. There's no such thing as too much blush when it comes to drag. But, so after I do my foundation and stuff, I will start with my eyebrows. I know some queens will start with their shadow, or their eyeshadow, and then put their eyebrows on. I always start with my eyebrows because it helps, like, give me a map of where...
Like, how high.
Of how high it is, where the colors are going to go, like, everything else. And then I will just, like, work my way down from there with eyeshadow and then contour and then blush.
I love it.
So, I mean, and then lashes last, obviously, because if you ain't wearing lashes, it don't look right.
I want to get better at doing fake eyelashes. That
They're
is, like,
so hard.
an arsenal that, like, a tool in my arsenal that I don't have, and I want to learn.
They suck, honestly. Fake eyelashes hurt a little bit if you don't get them on correctly, because they'll jab you in, like, the corner of your eye right here. And for me, it makes me, like, cry a little bit. And so when I cry, my black runs a little bit. And so then I have just black tears.
Oh,
and
that
I'm
could
just
be
like,
a look. House of Murder, hello.
I know, but I'm not trying to give, like, Pandora over here with black tears.
Okay. So, like, for, like, your eye makeup right now looks fantastic. Do you follow this, like, palette every single time of, like, color and then, like the black right there, and then it meets the wing?
Typically, yes, but typically it's a lot different than, like, the first time I sent you the picture earlier this morning was the first time I did a look, like, kind of like that, because typically I'll start with my pink, and then I'll go in with my darker color, and then I'll go in underneath it with a black.
Oh.
Which this time, all I did was the pink, and then I did the black, which it kind of looks purplish, which is okay with me.
Yeah, it matches the hair.
Right? And so then I just did that, and like this is the first time I've ever done like this like shape to my, because typically I have like a little bit more of a like just straight out eye shape, and this now is giving me like a pull on my face,
like a little lift.
Yeah, it's giving me like a little lift on my face.
Okay. That's another thing that I also want to get better at is eyeliner. I just like haven't been able.
Practice. That is literally. How do you think I got to looking this good?
Okay, do you use though like a liquid, like a gel, like a little pin with like the little felt tip? Like what kind of eyeliner do you use?
I use a variety of one. In my opinion, the felt tip ones are probably your best for starting out working with eyeliner.
Okay.
Not your liquids, because your liquid, like, you gotta wait for that thing to dry before moving your lids too much. Otherwise, you'll smear it. So you start out with the felt. What's the word? Tip. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my gosh. The felt tip eyeliner.
Yeah.
And that way you can work on getting your lines nice and straight and stuff like that. And then once you get it good to a point where you're just like, then switch to the liquid. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like eyeliner is intimidating for a lot of people, myself.
It is.
Included. I hardly ever wear it because I have to be like really like gassing myself that day. Like, yes, I can do it.
It's one of those things that it will make or break your face. Mm-hmm. If your eyeliner is not right, it'll mess up.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be bad.
I don't know, because I used to wear it. I think also my problem is I used to wear it heavily when I was in my, like, emo phase in middle school. And so I'm, like, scared to, like, go back to that era. But also I've been playing all that music. So
what
it
was
doesn't
wrong?
matter.
Like, Panic at the Disco?
No,
My Chemical Romance?
No, my first concert ever, like, without my parents, I was, like, 12, 13 years old. I was going there for Falling in Reverse, right?
Yes!
Right? But I went to go see Attila. Like, Attila was their opener. Attila, screamo as hell. Me and my friends, we are at Barricade. I have one hand onto it. The second that Attila says mosh pit, grown men are throwing me into this mosh pit. I'm all of a sudden in the mosh pit. Grown men are, like, swinging at me, like, trying to, like... I'm again, like, 12, 13 years old. The security grabbed me and dragged me over the barricade, and they were like, we were concerned for your safety. And I was like, thanks, me too. And they said, well, you gotta go back to the back. And so I had to go all the way back to the back and try to get back to barricade to find my friends.
Oh my god.
No phone, not even a little flip phone in sight on me. Just vibes.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's
insane.
a fun little story about my little emo era and my little emo era of music.
We all had an emo era.
I had a VIP pass, so I got to meet all of Falling in Reverse. I have a photo. I'll show you guys later.
That's gonna be worth something one day.
My eyeliner there. She was eyelinering.
Mm. Well, just get back into it.
Here, or...
Yeah, I'll do a little.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, so I met all of them. But that's why I've been, I think, a little bit afraid of, like, eyeliner. A side part also. Aggressive side part I've been so scared of because I used to have the like, smear.
I feel called out right now.
I like it.
Middle parts are trending right now, and I can't, guys. I can't do it.
I feel like you could.
Nope.
I feel
I've
like
tried.
I feel like you could, though.
Cannot do it. And okay, so also mine was the opposite. I had a middle part when I was a kid, and I had bangs, bro. I was bangry as fuck. Like, I'm talking about like there are pictures of me 4 or 5 years old. Oh my god, my mom must have hated me or something because yes, it was crazy. Because it was like short the other way too. So I don't know. I think my trauma goes the other way because when I was a little ass kid, I had the most aggressive middle part, and it was so goofy looking.
I had a chili bowl haircut.
The chili bowl haircut.
My mom legit thought it would have been a good idea to put a chili bowl on my head and cut my hair right before family photos. So the picture that is still hanging on this wall to this day in my family home, chili bowl haircut. And I just look at it every time, and I'm just like,
red hot chili bowl haircut.
Red hot chili bowl haircut.
Let's go.
For real.
I remember, speaking of bangs, this one girl, I think I was in like elementary school, she decided that she didn't want to have bangs anymore. She grabbed them and oh my gosh. And then the little stump that she had after that for like years and years, I was like, damn, I bet you regret that decision, girl.
It's like, she had that for years? Okay, Rapunzel.
No.
Chop off the hair and it doesn't grow back?
That's what it looked like, because it would just, like, stick out, kind of like alfalfa. Like, that's what it reminded me
That's what my hair
of.
does in the morning. It's just...
Is it this voluminous in the mornings?
No, my hair's really done.
I like it.
This hair's cute,
This hair's cute.
but my natural hair in the mornings is not.
So taking off all the makeup and the hair. Wait, what is the process of getting ready and then getting unready?
Oh yeah, like
Because
Okay.
I have to feel like both of them are so timed.
it can't just be like a makeup wipe.
Or could it be?
You'd be surprised.
Like a singular makeup wipe?
No, not
Oh,
one.
okay,
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 I'm
yeah,
not
that's what
gonna
I meant.
lie.
No.
No, it takes at least 2 or 3. I mean, but like I can get it off with just makeup wipes, but I use a charcoal cleanser actually to scrub my face down and to get it all off, and then exfoliate and do all that good stuff. But getting ready is a process. So these
But
natural titties that I have, no, I'm just kidding, they're not natural. So they fit on like the way this shirt is,
Okay, yeah.
like without the sleeves. Imagine trying to put on a silicone thing like that. So I just slip it on over my head and stuff like that. I have to powder it up. So that takes me like a good 5 to 10 minutes just to get in the breastplate. And then the pads. Padding is a whole other ordeal. I have these 2 couch cushions that I put literally, they're like not as big as a couch cushion, but
Yeah.
almost. But I put them on my hips. And then I have to bring up my tights one by one and make sure they're like smoothed perfectly, and they come up to like here to cover my belly button and stuff like that. It's
Wow.
absolutely crazy. It takes me, honestly, from the time I get done with makeup to the time I am in like drag outfit and walking out the door, it takes me about 30 minutes to get dressed, about 45 minutes to get dressed. So, I mean, it's
That's
not
me every morning.
It's not too bad. Like, when all the girls are like, that's normal. What are you talking about?
No, really, because I'm like, oh,
Totally.
I
Yeah.
have like, sometimes I have outfits envisioned in my head and then I try them on and I'm like, ooh,
This
This
is
isn't
not
hitting
it
it.
today.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is
like,
not
this
the
isn't
move.
the vibe, and I feel like it's hard because I have to wake up and be like, okay, am I like, do I want to go more masculine? Do I want to go more feminine? Do I want to do like tight? Do I want to
Yeah.
do like super loose and baggy and like flowy? Never know. I'm waking up on a different vibe every day.
What if
Yeah.
I was just asleep before this? I was not gonna like have an easy time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't even imagine having to. So that's a good question. Do you find yourself going more basing your makeup off your outfit off your makeup, either or, like
Neither.
neither?
I literally just throw stuff together. Nova Sparks is literally the kind of person, like, she'll do her makeup and then she'll look around and see which outfit she wants to wear. It doesn't matter if it goes with the makeup or not.
Oh, I love that. I want to get more like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be more like
Nova
Nova
Sparks just don't really
Fine.
care. Like, she's at the point where she's just like, you know, she's gonna go out looking how she wants to look and not let anyone tell her anything different.
Yes, that's the wavelength that I want to be on. That is definitely how I need to be this year.
And smoke lots and lots of weed.
Yeah.
That'll help.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Like, the other day, me and my friend, we were getting ready for, like, her birthday dinner, and she was having such a hard time with her outfit. And I was like, okay, when you find a top or find a bottom and stick with that and build an outfit, like, based upon that. Took us, like, 2 hours because she was like, is it, like, birthday enough? Is it, like, is this too much of a day
my
look?
gosh.
Is this too much giving, like, flowy picnic day and not, like, birthday sexy slay?
See me? I just come in here. I literally just threw on a top, and I'm like, you know what? Looks good. I was like, it was either this or something sparkly, but the sparkly thing I would have had to go like completely dressed for, and I was just like, I don't want to do that.
Said not
That's
today.
fine.
We're ready from the top up.
I also love the necklace. I like. I'm
Yes.
just now noticing
Uh-huh.
it. It's so, and I like the top that it like goes like.
And it covers it a little bit, yes.
Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot.
I don't remember where I got this necklace from.
And
I
that's-
probably stole it from someone.
That's okay. I feel like I always feel so awkward when people compliment like jewelry or something, and like I feel like I have the obligation to not gatekeep. So I'm like, oh, thank you. This one's from like an antique store. This one's from like a thrift store. This one's from like an Amish market in the middle
real.
of nowhere.
Especially like with a drag queen, gatekeeping has become a issue in our community.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wait, like what happened?
So
like,
we've had a huge issue of a thing going around about how the newer generation of queens that are coming out, a lot of them don't wear wigs.
Oh.
Which, you know what? That's fine. That is the way you want to do drag, absolutely. But you have these queens out here, especially some here in Austin, that host big shows. I'm not gonna say any names, but
I want to know all the names. After
they
the
know who
cameras
they're.
are off.
Oh yeah. Off the record.
camera.
Off the record, we'll say it. But they got into a big deal because they let it slip that they had an issue with the younger generation of queens not wearing wigs and stuff like that. And so now you have all these people out here that are like, oh, well, like blaming her and saying, oh, well, you're gatekeeping and stuff like that. I'm just like, this is just ridiculous.
I just think it's funny because, like, it doesn't really affect anybody else if somebody's wearing a wig or not. Like, it's got nothing to do with you and your performance. And, like,
that person's wig is their personal thing for performance. Like, I've been known to take my wig off a couple times.
And your top off, too, I remember.
And my top.
One of the Glassmith
So real.
Come to the show. You might get to see a bit.
Ooh. Speaking of the show, do you wanna tell us all the details about it?
Yes, please tell us about what we have planned.
Yes. Okay, so I'm so excited. So we are doing it on the 17th. Yay. So I have a lineup of sickening queens for you. Some of them you have seen, some of them y'all have not seen before. One of them including my drag mother.
I'm so excited.
So,
I got to meet your drag mother the other day.
Yeah, and she'll be back. She's moving back here.
Oh.
She's moving back here because of issues that I convinced her to move here. I'm just like, come back. She's like, I'll be back before next Saturday. She's like, can I get a spot in the show? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I got you. But no, we've got a sickening cast, and it's gonna be so much fun. I don't want to spill too much because I want y'all to be excited. Like, I want y'all to expect the unexpected, essentially.
Yes, this
I know
is
we already
so
got like
good.
our little tease with what you dropped before about your song that you're gonna perform to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I'm excited, hands down.
And we've also done 2 events previously in the past, both of which packed out, no rooms, standing or sitting.
Yep.
Like one of the most magical things I've ever experienced.
Well, honestly, I really think the 2 times that we've held the shows, I think that's one of the biggest drag shows in Austin. Because I really think, like, other than Cheer Up Charlie's.
Okay, yeah.
Other than Cheer Up Charlie's, I think we had around that amount of people because no other bar or anything can fit that many people in there.
No, we're like,
the
find a space
of,
to stand and take up minimal space, please.
Of having an outdoor venue is the fact that there's lots and lots of room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That makes me so happy.
That Cesar Chavez parking lot was full.
Oh my gosh, that Cesar Chavez one was so much fun.
That one was so packed.
It really was.
That makes okay. So like I know that you and I, because I do a lot of the event coordinating with you, that we've talked about how you don't get really paid. Like you don't get paid a rate whenever you sign on, right? Like you are pretty much relying on people to tip you.
Yeah.
Like you are like, oh, if I show up, I might not even make any money.
I might not even make anything.
And that's crazy to me because it is like you are a performer. It's like you are a band. It is like you. This
is your craft.
You are you're an entertainer. Like you should be getting paid a base rate from somebody to be performing. Of like.
Yeah.
Even like here's like $20.
Yeah. Even if it's something to show the appreciation for asking me to perform. So yeah, no, absolutely. I don't know why more businesses don't do that. I think every business, if you're gonna have a drag show, you should definitely pay your performers.
Yeah.
Even if it is $10, $15, $20,
it goes a long way.
At least pay them something. Shoot, that's Whataburger, honey. all drag queens want some Whataburger after a good night of twirling.
Yes, especially because of how expensive this craft is. Of like, you have to think about makeup, and then you have to think about outfits. You have to think about wigs. You have to think about all of these things that you have to spend your money on. And so I bet you a lot of drag queens probably want to fall out of it because it's like, am I making money for this? Is this sellable? Is this like going, like I love performing, but do I have the money to upkeep this?
I've spent so much money on drag. Like, I probably have spent, in the 3 years that I've been doing drag, I have probably spent about $25,000
Whoa.
in drag.
That makes sense.
Which is a lot of money. But when you come to think of it, compared to the professional queens, the ones on RuPaul's Drag Race, that's not that much for them because...
You look so good. You look better than $25.
I know. Dollar store, honey. Dollar store makeup. I'm telling you, dollar store makeup actually is pretty good. If you want to start out working with makeup and stuff like that and getting your makeup skills good,
Dollar Tree.
Start out with the cheapest makeup you can find because it's not that big of a deal until you get it to the point where it's starting to get better.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm really excited for your show.
I'm excited for the show.
It's going to be
so much fun. I've waited for a while for another show. And it's happening again.
I feel like the West Campus crowd was so fun.
They
like,
were.
For Valentine's Day. Oh, so good.
Like, that's the thing. The thing is, there is a difference between the West Campus crowd. Krampus. West Krampus. The West Campus crowd and the Cesar Chavez one. Yes, the Cesar Chavez one, there was more adults at it, so... They were more likely to carry cash. They were more likely to carry cash on them, where your UT students aren't going to have cash on them. But when it comes to the fact of participation-wise from the audience, West Campus gave me more energy, and that we were able to play off of, which made us do better in the long run, I feel.
Do you think that now that, like, Venmo and PayPal, or, like Venmo has become a thing, that more, like, queens are getting paid more because it's, like, scan my QR code. You don't have to be having cash on you. Everybody has, like, Venmo nowadays. Everybody, you at least, if you open up your Venmo, you at least have $1 in your Venmo. So you could at least send someone $1. And it's very easy nowadays, as opposed to, oh crap, I'm going to a drag show. Oh crap, I'm here. I forgot to get cash. Oh, they have a QR code. Let me just scan that and tip the queen. Like, it's so easier, but at the same time, I feel like less people feel like they're inclined to give a tip that way than to hand out money. Because it's easier to just, like, do it. And I think that a lot of the thing that I like about giving cash to queens is, like, the interaction bit.
Yes.
Of, like, oh my god, I want to interact with you so bad. Like, I want it to be a whole little thing.
Yeah.
Yes, like, make it rain on me. Absolutely. Yes. I love like talking with people and, like, walking up to them whenever they have $1 out and being like, thanks. Just giving them a look or something like that. Like, audience interaction is absolutely key in this industry.
Yeah. I just remember the last time I went to a drag show, I was in Utah, right? Utah, which is so crazy. I was in the middle of, like,
a drag show
nowhere, right? That's what I said too. And, like, me and my friends went, and, like, we brought so much cash, and we, like, got to dance with them. It was so much fun to, like, just interact, like, be able to interact in, like, a really safe, welcoming space for everybody, which I think is the appeal of a drag show to people.
Yeah, it opens up a space that is welcoming to all, no matter what your background is, no matter what your religious beliefs, no matter what you believe. It's open to everyone. So come in, enjoy, smile, take a drink, take a hit. I mean,
that is exactly what we are going to be giving out, is bong rips and free drinks for the drag show.
Nova Sparks gonna be hot.
Come do both.
We are also gonna have the Nova Sparks drink too.
Yes,
that
we
we've
have
been
yet to
working
discuss
on.
about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna completely figure all those details out.
Yeah, but we're gonna have one.
It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be gorgeous.
It's gonna be cute. She's gonna be sparkly. Hello, obviously for Nova Sparks.
She'll probably be pink.
Obviously.
We'll cook. We'll cook in the stew.
Mm-hmm.
We'll cook in the stew with that one. Anything else you really want to talk about or have anything else to say?
No, really, just I'm so happy that y'all let me come on here today and
Thank you
share
so
with
much.
y'all.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. You were such like a good
Thank
person
you.
to like interact with. It was really fun.
Thank you.
Yes, you're gonna leave the people wanting more. So
yes.
Always.
our
Always.
show, the 17th.
Yes, so the show the 17th.
Show 17th.
Y'all better be there.
You already got a little sneak peek of what song might be playing, and that you might see some tatas. So,
You
what more
might.
do you need?
Right.
Yeah, what more do you need?
What more do you need in this world? But yeah, this is the Glassmith Podcast. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to follow Miss Nova Sparks on Instagram, nova.sparks2.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
you can go to the Glassmith Instagram, the Glassmith with 2 S's, and we will have Nova Sparks tagged and on our pinned profile with all the information and details about the Queen of Hearts Nova Sparks events. Thank you.